had to push, and those are rough hills yet. I had to push them. I couldn't make it. They straightened it out more, but before that was awful rough. But then afterwards, Frank Szymanski, he had a buckboard. And then they tied it behind the buckboard. And then he took me home from St. Nathan, way over, where we lived.
Yeah.
Way over, the old.
How many miles was that?
There was 10 miles.
10. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, but I made it.
Yeah. Those days they were in such a hurry.
Yeah. But that was the time, I happened to start going there with my mother. Yeah. That wasn't for sure, but I took her.
Then you didn't take the bicycle no more, though.
Well, no. I couldn't.
Did you have a buggy then? Horse and buggy?
No. I never had one.
No?
No, I never got that far. No, never got that far.
So how did you get back and forth?
Yeah.
How did you get back and forth?
Well, I walked. Well, then the furthest when I didn't have the bicycle, that was English Lake. That was the furthest I walked. That was 6 miles, and that I did walking. And that was now that I'm going to tell you a story. I was over in the English Lake, and there was this Weinkiss had that Cosburn.
Yeah.
And well, that one I didn't want to miss. And there I went to there, and then it took till 12 o'clock, that show. And then afterwards there was a free dance after that. And then it was at 2 o'clock. And then till 2 o'clock, then I started going home, and that was from my home to there. Well, it was 5 miles. It was 5 miles. And well, then I walked home. And then I took a girl yet. I had a girl from, I don't know where she was in. I took her halfway. She was coming with Kieselholz's sister, And but I had to take her a little further. But I walked with her, And well, then when I started coming home, then the sun was getting, kind of daylight, Well, I couldn't go to bed no more, and then I didn't go to bed. But then I worked over by Reedon's place, where that is, at Reedon's place. We're building a barn.
Yeah.
And there I walked, and from start took over carpenter clothes on and started walking. But then I got so tired when I got to the schoolhouse there. Then I thought I had to go sit down there. And sure, I sat down, but I sat down and I slept there. And I didn't. We always got, when we came to the working places, Mondays, we got breakfast. you get breakfast. But that was way up, you know. I guess what it was about close to 10 o'clock, you know, till I got there. And I was tired. But I got the breakfast. Reading. Well, they knew, you know, that I didn't, where I was. And they gave me breakfast. And but that was a miserable day to work that day. And then it was so hot for July, you know, it was pretty hot that time.
Yeah.
That was some picnic I had. Well, that I had a bicycle, but that was, well, he took me home, but I had to go there to read. There I went with the bicycle.
Yeah.
But was I tired? That was 4th of July.
Next night you went to bed though, huh?
Yeah. Without going and then working and then, you know, pounding. If I take that back, gosh, I don't know how I made it. First was my daughter would buy that beer and well, but they didn't have to borrow very long, you know. Afterwards I had that money in the other pocket. I just put that in the wrong pocket. I had the money alone, but I didn't know. I thought, oh yeah, then I thought I lost it. And I don't remember how often I went from that tavern up to I thought I lost it on the way, you know. I went forth back for could I find that money? But I knew that I had that money, but then I thought I lost it.
Didn't you have it in the pocketbook?
No, I had it loose in the
Just loose.
Just loose in the pocket. I don't know. I didn't have that. I didn't have no pocketbook. That I don't know. But those were picnic times. It was a 4th of July picnic.
Well, you didn't go so often either.
No, that didn't happen often. That didn't happen. I never got a horse. I never got a horse in there. That my dad wouldn't give me any.
He wouldn't give you the horse?
No. Till afterwards, till I bought one myself. Yeah. Then I bought one from Franz Meyer, called a harness and a buggy. And then Anton was working out, but Leo was working with the carpenters. He didn't stay home. Yeah, then afterwards, well, then it wasn't enough land. It wasn't enough land. They wanted more land, and then and this Anton Blumsky, I don't know, he had that 40 acres. That wasn't enough for him, and he sold that to them, and I don't know what he bought. what he bought. At least they sold that again to I don't know who that was that they sold, and then they bought that farm in Nortime, that Remgen's farm.
Yeah, well, that I remember.
Yeah. But we kept them 20 acres from them 60 that then we kept.
Well, and then you lived down there for a year too then,
Yeah,
after you got married.
yeah. And 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah. Lived 1 year. I moved just the day before Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah, just think of it. Moved away the day before Christmas.
you moved away?
Yeah. And I moved over to my father-in-law's place just to stay at the binder. At the binder, I bought a new binder, but well, I didn't want to. I sold it. Then what I paid, but then the binder I bought new. That I kept. Then I sold it to Albert Wayne, the binder. Then Annie took that old Schmidt.
Well, was she married then? She wasn't married yet.
No, she wasn't married yet. No, she wasn't married. But right away, it was, she married till late in fall.
Oh.
It was snow yet. Yeah, they were running one summer. One summer they were running that, and I don't know, well, smelters were helping them.
That's where Grandma died, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where Grandma died. Yeah, well, then afterwards, and then Henry didn't want to, then Henry wanted to stay home. Then he took that over, but it didn't last long either.
Well, he sold that and then he went to St. Wendell.
Yeah. Yeah, he sold that after.
But then Grandpa went along to St. Wendell yet. He lived in St. Wendell yet.
He was along over there too. Well, they bought it. Well, see, Henry was right away, It was right away after that Hollock farm there, when he got married.
Oh.
They got married just before Lent, and then in spring, they got married just before Lent, and then in spring he sold that to Hollywood. No, it wasn't another. I don't know who did he sell afterwards. Oh, well, no. And Schmidt took that over. But it didn't last long. And then he wanted to get out by his folks there. And he sold it to the Charlie Krieger's brother-in-law, Hayes. Sold that to Hayes.
What is this gold thing in here for? What is this gold thing in for?
Yeah, I can remember yet when Grandpa used to visit us on the Fox Road there.
Oh,
I don't know, did he come with the train or with the bus or something? And then he used to walk out to our place,
yeah.
Grandpa Neilitz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I remember 2 or 3 times that he come there,
Yeah.
trotting up the road. And,
Yeah.
oh, I was what? I was 16, I guess, when he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was pallbearer.
Yeah. All them times.
Yeah? You didn't go to no shows, huh?
There was no show.
There was no easy or easy or easy.
The first shows that I went, and then I had two Myers boys, Albert and Ted. I took them along, and there was a show where now what is there now that it was afterwards. It was a Carson's clothing store, and then afterwards they made a show house on the 11th and Washington Street.
Oh.
The old colonial.
And, then I took them. I took them on to the show, and it was 5 cents
Yeah.
a ticket. So I had to.
Now it's $2.50.
There was 3 of us. It was 15 cents. Yeah. So I gave them that was the first time I went to a show either. Well, that was and the Carsten moved upstairs, and then his daughter was with him. She wasn't married. She was staying with him.
Played the piano.
Yeah, but she was playing, but she was staying upstairs with him. She wasn't young anymore. Well, it was only show. It was only picture show. There was there was no talking that time.
No,
It was only pictures.
Then you had a waiting period.
Yeah,
Wait 5 minutes so they changed the reel.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, this Carson, he had a store. He had a store first, and then he gave up the store. He even didn't make much change.